Okay, well, we're stuck in this cloudy, dreary weather for the most part in Pennsylvania, Delaware, and New Jersey. Um, what it does is it keeps our temperatures from really climbing. This afternoon, temperatures can get into the low 70s, other places into the north. And the higher elevations, you probably stay into the 60s. If you watch down here, kind of interesting. It's where there's some pop-up thunderstorms come up, and you can see how it cools the temperatures. See that as they go? Now, this is towards nighttime hours when the sun's going down. Cooler air comes into the north. It doesn't really, get drastically cold. We go from up there, places where we're in the upper 60s. This is around 9 o'clock this evening, and you can see they've dropped a few degrees. And then overnight, as we get towards morning, you can see basically north of I-80, temperatures climb into the 50s or fall into the 50s, and to the south, they're still in the 60s. Here's some colder air up this way. It's cleared out a little bit up here, and temperatures are able to drop into the lower 40s. Then, as we get into tomorrow, they attempt to warm up in the afternoon, but again, 60s to the north, 70s to the south. There's some rain you can tell in central PA early afternoon, and you can see the temperatures climb. They try to get into the 70s in most areas. I-95 corridor, you're about the only one that's actually feeling normal with temperatures as you're into the upper 70s. And then as we get into the overnight hours, you can see it cools a little bit, but it doesn't get like down in you don't see these 40s up here and 50s. You can see, but we have a front that's going to try to come through. And then I'm going to move this into Wednesday, and you can see as it's coming forward, the airflow is from the south now. So you kind of clear out a little bit, and you get that warm air ahead of it. And now you see how the air is moving up. Here's some 80s down here, Delaware. You're in the 80s. This is early afternoon, and you can basically see it's trying to get into the 80s in central PA, and the front will come through. But as you can see, as it pushes to the east. Temperatures finally get into the upper 70s and 80s here in Berks County. We got that. But then as you get into the overnight hours, your front will drop down up here. The front goes by, as you can see, temperatures do finally begin to drop. Even down here in my area, temperatures get into the 50s. To the north, you're into the 40s. So it does cool off. You get that one respite of warm air. And then as we get into Thursday, it tries to recover a little bit. But again, we're back to 60s to the north, low 70s to mid 70s to the south. Okay, that's your update on what's going on for the next few days. If you looked at yesterday's video, you'll see I gave you a 6-week update on the forecast. Still kind of looks like that, no changes today. So I guess we're in for normal to a little bit below normal on average temperatures between now and mid-June. There could be some warm days in between, like we showed you, when winds come out of the south, but then it cools to the north. And an example, somebody asked me, how do we know what if it warms up, doesn't it make the averages go up? Well, if you have 2 days around 80 and you have 2 days where it's raining and it's in the 50s, you kind of the 80 gets negated because of the low temperatures, and now your normal high is only 65. And so you got to average your highs and your lows together, and that's how you come up with what will be at below or near normal temperatures, as I said, for the next 6 weeks. Okay, take it easy. Bye bye.